I'ma keep it a bean. Stick to the script, every scene. This from last year, but they clean. Say to say, I'ma take something else, but it's winning team. Charlie Sheen, fam gang, the regime. I'm from Piney Green.
What's good, I'm Shellitronnn, but you can call me Coach, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video. And I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. After watching this game tonight against the Rams, we have to start asking some very serious questions about our QB1, Cam Newton. And it really does hurt me to say it, but there are a lot of things that I need answers to when it comes to Cam. Now, what did we see out of Cam tonight? Just going off of his stats, he went 25 for 38 and 239 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. But even though he didn't throw a touchdown, he did have a better passer rating than Jared Goff, which he went to the Super Bowl last year, but Jared Goff really isn't the quarterback he was hyped up to be last year. He's above average, but it is what it is. And you look at the stats here, you think to yourself, okay, even with that pick, 25 for 38, that's a 65% completion rate. And we all know the story about Cam. Basically his whole career, he's been a guy kind of flirting with that 60% completion rate, usually under it. Last year he wasn't. 60% is entry level. It's honestly the floor. It's the baseline for a quarterback. You should be above that. It should be like, for a guy who's a franchise guy, a long-term guy, 60% is not where you want to be. Now, we understand that there's more that Cam can do. Cam can run the ball, but we did not see that last night. And it kind of seemed to me like we were making a direct effort not to have Cam run at all last night. I think he had one actual design run, one draw that went for like a yard. It was blown up very quickly. But we saw Cam complete 65% of his passes last night. And I saw people like really hype about that. It's like, okay, we didn't lose the game, but at least Cam looked accurate last night. But if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you know how I feel about stats. Stats don't tell the whole story. And just like any good story, you need context to get the whole picture of what's going on. So 65% looks good. But let me show you this image right here. This is a picture of Cam's passing chart from last night. This shows all of his passes up until that very last drive we had where we scored a touchdown with Alex Arma. And you can see before that last drive, 21 of Cam's passes came from behind the line of scrimmage up to 10 yards past the line of scrimmage. Those are all short passes. And then that last drive, that last scoring drive we had, is 6 passes like this. Incomplete short left to Christian, incomplete short right to DJ, a 13-yard short right to Greg Olsen, a 9-yard short right completion to Christian, an incomplete short right pass to Chris Hogan, and a 5-yard completion up the middle to Christian McCaffrey. So that brings his total to 27 of his 38 passes in the game were from behind the line of scrimmage to 10 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. 71% of his passes went from either negative yards passing to 10 yards past the line of scrimmage. That is not good. And you can see he was 5 for 9 in passes that went from 10 yards to 20 yards up the field, but 0 for 1 for 20 yards and deeper. Those are the deep passes right there. That's what you kind of want to see. And to see that we only attempted one single pass 20 yards up the field, I'm not all that worried about him not completing one pass that went deep. It is what it is, but only attempting one pass 20 yards or further is not good. Not good at all. It brings me back to what I said at the top of the video. I have questions about QB1 Cam Newton. And I don't know which one's worse. 1, is Cam Newton actually healthy? We've been talking about this for a while now since he got the surgery. Cam's shoulder would have to be rehabbed, would have to be really good, and then he's going to have to learn a whole new throwing motion. Is he actually healthy, or are we going to keep seeing what we've been seeing for a while now? A bunch of checkdowns to Christian McCaffrey. But moving on from that real quick, my next question is, if Cam is healthy, does the coaching staff just not trust him enough to throw deep? And we can talk about how in the preseason, the coaching staff was saying, we're running a vanilla offense here. We don't want to give away our plays. We don't want to do too much. But we're now in the regular season with games on the line, dudes' paychecks on the line, and a couple coaches' jobs on the line here. And we attempt one pass 20 yards up the field or further, or I think it's farther actually, 20 yards or farther up the field. That to me tells me all I need to know. We do have DJ, we do have Curtis Samuel, and sometimes we saw Chris Hogan on the Patriots go on some deep posts. He's not really a deep kind of guy, but he can sometimes when you scheme it right. Jarius Wright's more of an underneath kind of dude, and I don't see us using Ian Thomas or Greg Olsen in the deep game too much, especially not 20 yards on the field. But the point I'm trying to make here is that some coach on the team is trying to make a point about something. I don't know what it is. Either Cam's not 100% healthy or the coaching staff does not trust Cam to throw deep. It's one of the two. I mean, this is a real game. We can talk about starting off slow or, this is the first week, don't worry about it. But you only attempt one pass farther than 20 yards up the field. That's crazy to me. I'm sorry. We have the receivers to do it. Cam, I think, has the arm strength to do it if he's healthy. He has one of the biggest arms in the league if his shoulder is healthy. And if the coaches are just going to make Cam a check down artist all year, we're not going to win very many games. And if we do win a lot of games, it's going to come at the expense of Christian McCaffrey. And that's just plain facts. There's no way of putting it. Something's happening here. I'm not sure if Cam's healthy. I don't know if it's health. I don't know if they don't trust his decision making. I don't know if they don't trust the receivers. But something is happening here. I don't want to make too many assumptions here, but one pass attempt from 20 yards or farther and less than 10 pass attempts from 10 to 20. Now, I understand maybe you don't want to go deep too much first game of the year, but less than 10 pass attempts past 10 yards or 10 to 20, exactly 10 pass attempts out of 38? Come on now. There is something going on here, either with trust or that shoulder, that is happening with Cam. And it would be great to get an answer, but we won't get an answer on this. So we have to wonder, we have to ask these questions. What is going on with Cam, or what is going on with the coaching staff? This scheme is not going to win us a lot of games. We all love Christian McCaffrey. We know what CMC can do. The dude is nice. He'll get his yards. He'll bust some big plays for you, but third and long, late in the game, what do you do then? Are you checking it down still? And look, we did still check it down on some late game situations. I'm not sure what's going on with Cam. I'm not sure what's going on with the scheme. I'm not sure what we're really looking at for the future of this offense. We know that a strong 90% of our offense is Christian McCaffrey. And we did hear from the coaching staff that we would have Christian, come off the field a little bit more. We wouldn't have him doing so much. We keep his reps. We keep his touches around the same, but he wouldn't be on the field for every single play. Christian's snap count was the exact same number of snaps the offense took. So he was on the field every single down. I don't know what to say about that. Now, we might address that in our Thursday night game against the Bucks coming up very, very soon. I'll get around to that in my video. I talk about that on Tuesday probably. But Cam's got to be hurt, right? Either Cam's hurt or the coaching staff has big questions, which makes me have big questions, which means you should have some pretty big questions. This short game is not a consistent winning strategy. And it will not be in the playoffs. We might go 10-6 playing like this, but when you go and you're playing the best teams in your conference, this is not going to work week in and week out. And if it does work, it's going to come at the expense of a certain player who is the most important piece to our offense. That's all I got for you though, man. That's how I feel about it. What do you think? Do you think Cam's hurt? Do you think he's actually healthy and the coaching staff does not trust him to throw deep? Or do you think that this is only the first week of the season? Don't worry about it. It's okay he didn't throw more than one pass past 20 yards. It's okay that he only threw 9 passes from 10 yards to 20 yards up the field. It doesn't matter at all. We'll take the season seriously after this game. It is what it is. I want to know what y'all think. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And you already know what to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.